HTJ.tax, the international tax firm for 6, 7, and 8-figure investors and entrepreneurs who are living that international life. Are you ready?
Next question, seizing passports. Yeah, so someone's asking I guess you're asking, from you, American, and the idea that it's true. It's not a rumor. If it is that you have, you owe taxes, there is now a connect between the Treasury Department, which a part of which is the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, as well as the State Department, which is responsible for passports. So there are circumstances if you have a tax liability above a certain amount and you're not in touch with the IRS and you're not trying to deal with it, you're trying to, you know, they can't reach you or you don't want to be contacted, you're non-responsive, then they can issue some sort of directive or order so that you have problems with your passport. So we have had clients with that situation. So essentially, historically, you're correct. The Internal Revenue Service, which is part of the Treasury Department, didn't necessarily communicate with the State Department. So Treasury and State didn't really talk to each other, but now they do. Rules have been instituted. More importantly, policies and procedures are in play, which means it's happening more often than ever before. So we have had clients who, for whatever reason, when you're traveling, especially, if it's super important to be on top of your mail. It's really, really important to be on top of your mail. Whatever mailing address you provided the Internal Revenue Service with in your last filed return, make sure that there's someone there who's paying attention. And we've had situations where people are traveling or they're working remotely and they left their brother, sister, parents, whoever it is, pay attention to the mail, and they don't. Something comes, they think it's junk mail, they don't open it, they don't check. And it could be a bill, and it gets worse. And once the liability is over $50,000 and the IRS is not hearing from you, it seems like it's almost automatic that something goes to state and people have problems with their passport. So we've not seen any situation where your passport is just canceled. But what happens is when you go into the embassy in whatever country you're in, and especially you'd routinely go in to get your passport renewed, or maybe it's been lost or damaged or whatever that case may be. And you go in and you're able to verify your identity, and the embassy's telling you, sorry, we can't help you because there's an issue with your taxes. So it is very, very real. It's not a rumor. It has happened, and it is happening, and it will increasingly get worse. So please stay on top of your mail. If it is that you are no longer at whatever address you were in the US, and I'm speaking to US exposed persons, make sure that there's a form that you can fill out to update the IRS, let them know that you changed address. There's also a new facility with the IRS website where you can log in. And there's obviously a lot of identity verification. But you can log in and you can see all the correspondence. You can see your prior tax returns. You can see what's been processed, what's in the queue, whatever. So get onto the IRS website, irs.gov, and register your account. Just, I think it's definitely worth it to stay on top of things, especially with the whole health situation, which I can't use the name, otherwise we get censored. So we know there's a health situation going on. And as a result, IRS processing has just got worse. So we have had clients abroad in the Philippines, in Australia, in Singapore, in parts of Western Europe, where they're missing IRS notices. So, and they will get a notice of a lien or asset seizure, and then they're like, we didn't even get a warning, we don't even know what's going on, we didn't get the prior notices. It's happening all the time to many people. It's not just you. So the point is, get onto irs.gov, register, and stay on top of all those IRS notices that may or may not be going to you. Hope that helps.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.